welcome back. I had to restart this PC because I spawned in because MAN, Dankeschön für die info regarding the free parking spots, but I just spawned in and somebody was just about to park and then they pinged me and said, I was just going to park there. But the thing is, I just had a pretty bad performance switching from the apron position to actually going online on VATSIM. So I just dialed down the settings a bit, but I fear it has to do with the amount of traffic I have in Frankfurt right now. But we'll try again now. We'll see how that goes. So welcome back. We're just about to load in here. Yeah, Solomon, there's so many different... hey, Lisa, welcome back. There's so many different settings you can try out. It's hard to really recommend something because everyone has a different GPU, CPU connection or variants. And yeah, you can try out certain things like GPU undervolting, CPU undervolting, overclocking, whatever. So many different things you can try. Right. Okay, so currently, let's see how much FPS we get here. Ooh. Okay. I have a feeling it is just general, the scenery that's really intensive for me. So it is the Aerosoft. So we could just lift the fact that we get about 35 FPS maybe right now. It should get better once we are airborne. So then we're going to go online. Let's keep fingers crossed that we're not, having anyone here. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, so that was the guy. I think that's MAN here with the Echo Alpha. And this person here just spawned in. Well, actually, I spawned in and he was just about to park here. But here it seems all right. It looks like we're not really in anyone's way here. So let's have a look here. Ooh, is that 380? Yeah. So the problem is Frankfurt Airport and the surrounding here obviously isn't really optimized yet for X-Plane 12. Now I wonder if it has to do with the lighting as well. Sometimes the lights cause a big drop in performance. Let me just try that. No, not really helping. No. All right, let's leave it at that then. Okay, so just I'll accept the fact that we're going to have a bit of bad FPS for now. Good. So welcome in the FlyJSim 737.
Unable to find view ID 4.
Yeah. So I need to do one more thing quickly. I need to quickly get my viewpoints set up here. So how do I... right, then we do this. Oh, now I need to disarm pilot edge here initially. That's good. And then let's go X camera, toggle, and then let's go down, back a bit more. And then we'll do
added camera 12 to category cockpit.
Overhead. Okay. I know I should have done that prior to the stream, but I was
unable to find view ID 2.
I was a bit busy there. All right, so
cameras saved.
So this is that. That's that. We've got
unable to find view ID 4.
Right, that's that now. Engine instruments, but also the autopilot, I guess. Right. Just need to get a couple more of these away. Yeah, so they have a lot of preset viewpoints there. which doesn't
Cameras
really
saved.
help. Okay, so that...
Unable to find view ID 4.
Right. Somewhere I have a setting where it says I can disable the sound for unable to find viewpoints. Other settings. What about duplicates? Mouse look, mini control. What about duplicates? Disable voice messages. There we go. Save. Right. Cool. Right. At least now we don't get these annoying unable to find. Yeah. So what we're going to pretend that we have is we're going to pretend that we have obviously a refitted FMS system, and it even has a name. It has a name. Let's have a look here. Options. It's called the what's it called? It's called the UNS and MFD. UNS. I know it has a gravel kit, but again, I can show you that. But of course, it doesn't really make sense, does it? Right. So here, right. Maybe we can set a viewpoint later on. But we're not flying on gravel today, so hence we don't need that. All right, let's get that away. Cool. Oh, okay. Nice. Anything else? Oh yeah, one more viewpoint here. Let me just go and let's go. Just need to make sure that we don't have that speed brake lever in the way. So I'm going to add this camera for the FMS. FMS, okay. And then it should be number 3. So let's have a look here. There we go. Actually, let's do 4. So this engine instruments 6. No, let's do that 3. Perfect. All right. Have you flown the Antonov 24? I've flown some Antonov a long time ago, but like I said, that was funny, but that was one of the hardest flights ever. So, right, X-Pilot right, option. Wasn't there a menu point here somewhere sticking out for the this option setting? So the sounds. That's funny. Right, let's get the battery on. One thing I have to say though is that I'm a bit disappointed in the texture quality. Since this is version 4, it's a pretty new aircraft, right? I honestly, and I have maxed out my texture settings, and I can't read those labels here. I can just imagine that says magnetic, that's maybe VHF, I can't read that. INTE something, integrated something, but I mean, I honestly don't know why they couldn't make this a bit clearer. let's make this. We have sounds here, fantastic. Oh, my my controller. Hang on, I just need to fix that quickly. Emergency escape rope patch. Let us make it. I'll check that in a minute. Give me a second. 1 second. So now we have the rudder pedals as well, which is good. Well, Microsoft isn't that bad, but yeah, X-Plane does have better aerodynamics. I think we can all agree. Good, so that was that. Now I want to have a quick look here. That is going to be, let's switch right, no, let's switch up now. Camera. Let's do 30. Apply. Camera. 31. Yeah, just want to have a viewpoint for the engine as well. Just sounds cool. Also, I wish there was a way to have those open. I'll have a check for the settings. No, the stutters are, so honestly, Avimar, I have 30 FPS right now, and it has to do with the airport. Frankfurt airport here is horrible. They have not optimized it yet. Those engines, they look funny. So, that should now... Yeah, they're running now. That's the thing. We don't have auto thrust, so that's always an issue. Good, so database will accept that. So this is pretty much the same FMS as we have in the Dash Q400, right? Now, one thing I don't know. About sim brief or not. Let's quickly download this flight plan. So Frankfurt, Hamburg. So we have to type that in manually, right? ATIS, Frankfurt. Let's quickly check departure. ATIS, Frankfurt, Juliet. Runway 25 center, 18. So we're going to go with runway 25 center. So we're going to have list. Let's go flight plan menu. Depart. So 25 center is number 5. So we type in 5, enter. And then the departure route, hopefully, is going to be 3 whiskey, which we don't have. Interesting. Okay. Then, in the meantime, let me get the clearance, because then we can see what we have. So it is 22035. VHF1 volume knob is here, and we are on VHF1. Now I just need to set my push to talk here. Oh, hang on, now we do that through the menu. Hold on, disregard. We do this, and then COM1 push to talk. No, that's X-Pilot push to talk. Fortunately, we have to change that all the time. Frankfurt delivery, gute wie, die Lufthansa 006 information Juliet requesting clearance to Hamburg, please.
006 Juliet, correct, cleared Hamburg via Maroon 3 Whiskey departure, flight Frankfurt, climb flight seat, flight level 70, squawk 2676.
Lufthansa 006 cleared to Hamburg via runway 25 center, Maroon 3 Whiskey departure, climb initial level 70 and squawk 2676.
Lufthansa 006 treatment, correct.
Okay. I know it's a bit loud, we get that sorted in a minute. Now, I still have a problem though. I don't have the Maroon 3 Whiskey in here. It is a current database. I can try again. I'm pretty sure I chose the runway 25 center. Let's try again. Flight plan. Well, Aviamar, it should do. Menu, depart. So it is 25 center, right? Right, let's try that again. 25 center, number 5. Enter. Okay. Okay, so let me try that differently then. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, if I just use the second page. Yeah, I've done that already. Second page is just this one here. No, Tom, where did you post it? Okay, let me quickly have a look at what we're dealing with, what the difference is. And maybe there are some similarities. Maybe it's just altitude restriction or something. Let me just check before flight. So brave. Right, so Maroon 3 Whiskey. I have a feeling it could be regarding overlay or not.
25 left, both runways inside. 3 Papa, hello.
So, what do we have?
So go Beijing Contact 288, continue by November to holding point November 8. Continue by November, holding point 18, Contact 288. So that's 3425 at November, your number 2 band A330 from left to right. After taxi, holding point November 8 by November.
So unfortunately that doesn't work, the volume knob.
Number 2 on November is after the A330 from left to right, and then after that on November.
Okay, so let's try.
Kilo identified, nothing further, monitor Unicom Chow. Unicom Chow.
Okay.
Tango 8 and Tango
Let me have a look then what else we have available so I can offer that to the controller. What about the 8 mic? So what do we have? So we have the 2 November, we have the 7 Fox. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. 2 November we have. Interesting. So we have to. Well, that's a weird one. What about 7 Foxtrot? No. 2 Golf. No, those are the shorter ones. We're not going to get those. So 7 Fox Golf. 8 mic. Hang on. What about the 8 mic? Hold on. What about the 8 mic? We can do the 8 mic, strangely enough. The Riri from Lufthansa 006 request.
006, hello, God.
Yeah, Lufthansa 006, our 737-200 unfortunately doesn't have the Maroon 3 whiskey departure. What we could do, if available, is the Maroon 8 mic departure.
006, Rotterdam cleared Maroon 8 mic departure, rest of clearance remains unchanged.
Okay, we cleared via the Maroon 8 mic, the rest of the clearance remains unchanged, Lufthansa 006. Thank you. There we go, problem solved.
So that's step 8 via Lima 3, line up Hamburg 25 center.
There we go.
Line up 25 center via Lima 3, Lufthansa 878. Get travel zurück to hotel, taxi right mic and Tango, hold shot off
Good,
Tango 4.
so direct, 999er, 8 and above, then Nauheim, 180, 2.5 above, Rucksack, Adevo, 6,000 above, Lisku, Taboom, Lipsy, and Lorpa Maroon. So that's Jacob could be. I don't know exactly what this aircraft can do right now. I haven't had that much time available. So let's go. So let's go flight plan. Then list. Airways. From. Hang on. This way. Lixi list.
Course runway 25 center, taxi straight ahead, and Charlie 8 Condor 9 data uniform.
3.902, continue via November East and November, gate Echo 6. November East, November Echo 6, people at 9:30, Frankfurt.
Delete.
Tower, Lufthansa 902, ILS 25 left, and we have both on the other side.
We did have Maroon there.
Line up from 8. Line up from 8, November 6 from Extreme. After the front, Papa, Yankee taxi left, Papa, hold shot of November 11.
Okay, so, now, list. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Right, Yankee 150. I'm not sure why I didn't see that before. So number 1. And then all the way to Tolgi. That's number 3. 3, enter. Good. Then from Tolgi, it's direct Sierra Alpha Sierra Starstadt. Enter. Accept. And then we have Papa 605, so again list. Papa 605, so number 3. Endpoint is Nolgo number 8.
South and 9 November South line up coming
It's a weird system, but that's just the way it is. And then we go again to menu, arrive. I don't know, Solomon, what do you mean with is Kali located iPad? I have no idea. What do you mean with that?
Cleared visual approach to 5
Let's
center
go
in case of missed approach
airports,
straight in
Hamburg,
5,000 feet.
weather, ATIS. We have arriving 2-3. So we'll use arrival.
Taxi straight in Mike 28, hold short of runway 25 center.
Return.
Straight in Mike 28, holding short 25 center, Lufthansa 3 Papa.
Arrive list.
Lufthansa 3, correction, Lufthansa 4 Echo Foxtrot request taxi.
Echo Foxtrot for that, contact 121.855, bis gleich.
I'll have to put Hamburg first of all.
121.855.
Yep, accept. Now, runway 23 is number 3. Star is the Nolgo 3 Papa. So that's number 2. Transition. None. And we'll do the ILS 231. And we're coming via Delta Hotel 657. Yeah. So we'll use number 1. Enter. Cool. Flight plan. Let's see if that makes sense. Nolgo 609, 610, 611, 612, 13, 14, 15, 655, 657, and Delta Hotel 657, and onto the ILS. Looks good. Nice. Cool. Now regarding... Right, now, one thing I've not found yet, I don't know where to set like performance. The only thing I can set is like through the weight and balance here. So I'm going to put center to 0, and we need about 6, let's put 6, including taxi, so 3,300 kilograms. Well, I can put 6 this way. Yeah. So nothing in center tank, that's good. And the total weight is about 49 tons, so we can add a little bit more of payload. There we go. Right. And we have 23.7 MAC. Done. Okay.
Lufthansa 3425 identified, Monte Unicorn, bye-bye. Lufthansa 987 into the visual approach 25 center.
Hang on. Does that change with... Oh, we have to do it this way. Okay, so we have to do it that way. 6.
Up to 2,500 feet, cleared visual
and apply the changes. Okay, that's fine. Let's do that. Done. Apply changes. You see now we have the fuel center 0, and we have that's in kilograms. That's 6.6. So all good. Range. So here we have our nav display now, which is interesting. And I'm going to put data, pilot data, not required. Performance. So. Wait. So we have. So weight is 48.675. Let's just try some stuff here.
Clear to land 25 Center, Lufthansa 987.
Oh, we can do it this way as well. Cool. Okay, so that's that. Enter. Cargo. So, so if anybody knows any other way to do this here in the FlyJSim, please let me know. So we need 11.6. 11.6. So we have that already. Cargo, let's put just 500 kilograms in there. Enter. Right. 42,590. Fuel on board is 66. 49. Okay, we'll take that. That is good enough for me.
Target 8, CTR 077, ALS 253.
Hello.
Engine fail. Uh-oh.
Tower,
good.
Lufthansa 1456, holding short 18, was waiting for switch off.
Didn't we have a little
traffic to close ahead of you, go on.
A little card for the speeds, etc., etc.?
Frankfurt Tower, hallo nochmal, Lufthansa 4 Echo Foxtrot for departure out of Lima 6.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Foxtrot, hallo, Roger. Sierra 077 traffic on your 9 o'clock, A340 fun 25.
Right, manuals. Procedure simplified. So we're going to have to do a little bit of, no, not procedure. We need twin jet procedures. Yeah. So.
There's a 109 Foxtrot, continue left Papa, hold short of November 1-1. Left Papa, hold short November 1-1, left Chancer 105.
Which menu? Insane base. Thanks for the info. Which menu do you mean?
18, Lufthansa 1452. Lufthansa 4 Echo Foxtrot via Lima 6, line up runway 25 center.
Via Lima 6, line up runway 25 center, Lufthansa 4 Echo Foxtrot.
Lufthansa Manamark Hotel, turn left heading 120 and 102 Unicom. Left heading 120, Lufthansa 9 Mike Hotel and Unicom. Lufthansa 125, on the Lufthansa degrees 9 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 25 left, Lufthansa.
V-card. There we go, thank you. Insane base, much appreciated. That's what I was looking for. But how... There used to be a little menu here on the side. Like, okay, so... At least we have that now.
121,855, thank you. Bye-bye.
So we have gross weight, yeah, about for takeoff about 48.6, that's fine. So speeds V1138, 139, 145, V2. I'm going to set the bugs. Here they are. And I can set the speed. Right, speed bug here. Yeah, I'm going to put this to 145, V2 speeds. 145, set. And that's for flaps 2. It's supposed to come later. Thank you much for the information. Okay. Good, and we want 2.15 EPR. And again, we don't have auto thrust, so we have to do that manually. Good. The altimeter 1015. That is synced. There's another one here. 1015. So many altimeters. Fantastic. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, flaps should be up. Fantastic. Alright. Cool. Let's start the APU. Oh, maybe it needs some fuel pumps. Let's check. Ah, now it's going. Now it's moving. Okay, cool. Start. Enable. Ah, there we go. I agree, yeah. But that's just the way it is. Now let me go. We'll do one more viewpoint here at the engines, because the engines should be sounding quite interesting as well. Why? Well, this used to be the livery. So these aircraft were in this shiny livery back in the days. That's how they looked. Good, APU is available. So we know the 737 procedures, they're pretty much the same as the the newer versions. Not really much has changed, which is nice. That way it's quite easy to fly them. Now let's say we have hydraulic clearance. Let's get some bleed air on here. Pack system on. We are flying in flight level 330 initially. And Hamburg is about 100 feet. That's good. That's already preset. We have position light on. The rest looks good. And then let's have a quick look here. Procedures, checklist 737. Right, so where's my oxygen mask? Up here. Right, let's have a look. Oxygen, let's say tested 100%. Navigation transfer switches, auto. Normal window heat is on. Pressurization mode selector is in auto. Flight instruments heading showing 160 roundabout. And altimeter 1015, 340 feet. Now we're going to set this to. Yeah, exactly. Do you know which spring settings used for your sightseeing? No, so I'm using force feedback. So the Moser, I have a certain profile there that I'm using, which I think feels like the real, or close to the real stick. But yeah, I don't have any springs in that sense. Good. Now altitude. There's 4,000, but we did get 7,000, so 70. Also, there will be no alert regarding standard. This is one of the things that we tend to miss or then forget to switch over standard. You guys have to remind me, please. The reason why we have flaps in transit, or leading edge flaps transit, is because it's quite typical that when you have hydraulics switched off, that we have the Kruger slats droop down because of the gravity. Yeah, it's very basic. So we have aileron channel and an elevator channel. But we can switch this later on to LNAV so that it does follow the path, and there was a here. So we switched it to GPS, and then we're able to do nav lock, and if things go correct, then we are able to follow that our nav routing. If not, we're gonna get told off. 100%. Good. Doors are all closed. Let's get the anti-collision light on. Let's switch the packs off. So beacon is on. Let's do one recall check. Yeah, that's all switched. There's no RTO setting here as well. Radar is off, and I'm going to put the transponder to on now. And let's read before start to the line. Fuel 6,600 kilograms pumps are on. Passenger signs. Hang on. Are on. Then we have MCP, yeah, 70 is set, heading 246 in hopefully nav mode later on. The takeoff speeds, we have 140, so 140, sorry, 138, 139, 145. FMS pre-flight completed, rudder aileron trim 0, that trim. Yeah, taxi takeoff briefing. Taxi out. Let me just quickly show you guys. Yeah, the landing gear lever, right? I mean, you need that here. So we're flying the 8 mic, that's done. And for the taxi out, pushback, November 7. Yeah, we'll see November 8, November 7, Lima. And then we can take anything Lima 3, yeah, Lima 3. And then departure as briefed up level 70. Sector is 4,300. And then everything else, well, we just pray everything else goes well. Starminer, it's a 737. You know, what's not to understand? Good. Below the line, we have flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light is on. Yeah, all the doors are closed. Good.
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up.
And ground 11855. 11855.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
November 3 and November Blue Line.
November Blue Line, November 3, engage 1 Alpha, CTR 077.
CTR 077 first, November 3, then November Blue Line.
November 3, then November Blue Line.
Maybe that's MAN.
Correction, CTR 077.
Frankfurt ground, good V, die Lufthansa 006, stand 36, requesting push and start, please.
006, Roger, I call you, standby.
Standing by, Lufthansa 006. Yeah, Fish Cup, we're flying to your favorite city, Hamburg.
November, yeah, it's fine with me. We will see how it is the tower, but taxi via November 7 and Lima, approach of Lima Liner. November 7 and approach of Lima Liner.
CTR 077, can you say again the stand number, please?
CTR 077, Delta 1 Alpha.
Delta 1 Alpha, thank you.
006, when clear of the company Airbus A320, taxiing behind, pushback and start up approved, area 6.
Okay, once clear of the A321 behind us, we're cleared for push and start and release point 6. Copied Lufthansa 006. Right, where? Right, let's see where that is. Where is number 6?
Number 7, Ocean 8 are free.
So we go taxi. East. Right. 6 is all the way there. Okay, interesting.
Taxi via November to holding point.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Right. So 6 is all the way up front there. So here and then all the way here.
Now connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Brakes released, ready for push.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engine.
Yeah, wish me luck. If ATC is too loud, please let me know.
JetBlue 1011, you're not squawking 2550. Please confirm squawk.
Hey, good luck. Hey, Conti. Yeah. Greetings. And shout out to Fly Conti, guys. If you don't know him, make sure you give him a follow and check out his channel on Twitch, please.
2550.
He's very loud, isn't he?
Rookie mistake, I'm sorry.
Okay. Right, we have good pressure. Let's start the right engine. Start valve open. Here we got the N1.
Ladies
actually,
and
N2.
gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Infotainment
Here comes fuel.
Experience. New subscribers should now pick up their pass to first class. Thank you.
Boom. And that was already it. Yeah, that's already stable. These engines start really quickly. One start. So again.
Correct, but the white light is also fine for now, and I call you in about 30
That's N1, that's EPR, 25% N2. Fuel on. Quick light up. There's no motoring, no. Booty, moin. Oh, fast pullback or pull forward. Good, so good engines. After start flows. Again, same as on all the other 737s. This goes to flight, very important now for the cabin pressurization. APU can go off. Into the recall check. Flaps going 2. I think that's the first time. Almost, Fishkop, almost.
Operation complete. Please set parking brakes.
So this must be
disconnecting tow. Stand by.
the first time I'm ever doing a config 2 takeoff right now. There's no indications, so we just make sure everything's working.
Okay, JetBlue 1011 now, pushback to start at approved area 1. Pushback approved area 1, JetBlue 1011.
Turbulence, outhold.
Frankfurt Apron, hello, Lufthansa,
Wish me luck.
Dynamite Hotel, request and Bravo 26.
It's true, it is a fly-by-wire.
Tower is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. I'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you, have a nice day. Oh, this feels so antique. Not gonna lie, this feels weird.
Lufthansa 4, Romeo Tango, ready for taxi.
Ask the cabin for cross-check? Yeah, right. You try that.
November 8, hold shot November, Lufthansa 4, Romeo Tango.
So here we go, all clear. Let's read the before tax checklist. Generators on, propede on, anti-ice off, not required. Isolation valve is in auto position. Engine start switches continues. Recall was checked. Auto brake we don't have for RTO. We just have landing. Engine start levers idle detent. And flight controls check. Ground equipment clear. Before tax check is complete. Lufthansa 006 requesting taxi.
006, taxi by November 7, Lima, hold short of Lima 3.
November 7, Lima will hold short November 3, Lufthansa 006. Okay.
006, hold short of Lima 3.
We'll hold short Lima 3. Copied, Lufthansa 006. Right, there we go. So we go November 7, Lima, and we'll hold short Lima 3.
Lufthansa 4, Lima Mike.
Easy.
I call you back. The city and Papa Tango, hold short of November 6. Papa Tango, hold short of November 6. City and Papa Tango. Sorry, Lufthansa.
It's just a funny little aircraft. I love it. It looks funny. And honestly, in between all these high-tech aircraft, why is it flaps 5? Flaps 2. It is funny. It just feels weird. Oh yeah, I need to do something quickly. I can't do it now because my controller still has flaps up and down on one of the buttons there. I know, and I've never flown this as a pilot flying. I've been here on as a jump seater a couple of times, but I've never flown this. I was in the queue to start training in 1995, but then they phased these aircraft out. So I just missed the training there. But the people that flew this one, they loved it. So 18780. And then it could be 13648 later on. Good. We'll read the before takeoff checklist. Flaps 2, green light, trim. What do we say? The CG was what was CG? Hang on. Is it on here? Unfortunately, no, it doesn't have a CG on here. Yeah, the classics are the oldest ones, yeah. Hey, Toto, what? No, it does not. It does. Thank you. Good, so stay within 5 units set. Hey. Toto, I hope you're doing well.
November 4, gate Bravo 28. Bravo 28, number 11, November Lima. Confirmed, November 11.
So Lima 6. Okay, so via the routing here. Now Nauheim. We can actually. 118-780 by Lufthansa 006. And yeah, 13775. There we go. So at least we have one little needle that helps us. I'm climbing level 70.
Tower, Gode, Condor 131, hello on the ILS, runway 25 left, emergency, we have a flaps failure.
Oh no.
Condor 131, wind 080 degrees 8 knots, runway 25 left, it's an up.
Okay, it's 25 left, doesn't matter.
Condor 1.
Tower, hello, good evening, Airline Pilot 3 at November 1, 14 Tour of Lima.
Airline Pilot 3, hello, John Lima 1.
John Lima 1, Airline Pilot 3.
Das war Manor 6 identified, Manor 10, come John. Lima Golf, Manor 10, come John, correct, repeat, Lima Golf, connect 12185, Roger.
So we hold short Lima 3. Well, let's get out before that one. Tower, good evening, Lufthansa 006, holding short Lima 3, ready for departure.
Lufthansa 006, hello, John Lima 3.
Johnny Lima 3, Lufthansa 006. I hope we're going to get out before that heavy. 2.15. I remember.
So 6 behind, next arriving A320, 1 short, fine, line up, runway 25 center behind.
Behind A320 short final, 25 center, lined up and wait behind Lufthansa 006. There it is, that's a 320 for sure. Nice sharky flight. Strobe lights on. Approach sector is clear. Cabin crew prepare. Why is it again flaps 5? Leave the flaps there for crying out loud. Yeah, some button binding is moving the fluid. Huh? What is going on?
Take Alpha, hello, Roger.
Okay, we're gonna go flaps 5. Same power settings, pretty much same speeds. But I guess we're gonna go flaps 5. So 34, 36, 41.
006, when the right, so please say not from 25 center, clear for takeoff.
Runway 25 center, clear takeoff. Lufthansa 006. Good. Takeoff.
Frankfurt Tower, gute. CDN, Nane, Papa, Tango.
Careful, not too much. Don't overpower the engines. That's close enough. Thrusters set.
80 knots.
Checked.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Tango, holding short Lima 3. Hello, 4 Romeo Tango via Lima 3, line up runway 25 center. Via Lima 3, line up 25 center.
E1, rotate.
Frankfurt Tower, good afternoon, Lufthansa 965, establish an actual flight line.
We're airborne.
965, hello,
That's right. Gear up.
Take Alpha, hello. So 965, maintain speed 170 knots until 5 miles final. So 965, maintain speed 170 knots until 5 miles final. Speed 170 knots and 5 miles final. Stay man Papa Tango 178, 0 degrees 8 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 18, EDDH.
So now we've got to turn left.
06, identified, monitor Unicom, schon an.
Ah, Dankeschön. Over to Unicom, Lufthansa 06, schon haben. Tschüss.
Ciao.
Right.
To the follow the Tango 178, 0 degrees 8 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. 25 center, cleared for takeoff. That's the follow the Tango. Taking the 843 after departing A320, line up runway 25 center behind.
So I don't know what we need to press to get to the nav mode work. Conti! Help! What do we need to do to get nav? I've got GPS. So how come I don't have... Let's go flaps 1. Let's set standard. Just a tad. Nav mode? No. Oh, wait. Yep, 1,000 feet to go. Yeah, I switched the flight director off because it was showing. Oh wow! What about flaps? Oh my god! I didn't do nothing. I didn't overpower the engines. Come on, like seriously. I have to disconnect from VATSIM. So there's a couple of things not working today correctly. Are they that sensitive? Come on. Right, let's do the rest. So, number 2 confirmed. Right, fire's out. Yeah, but I mean, is it that sensitive? I mean, we weren't even on 2.15. We were like, another thing that really annoys me is the fact that the flaps keep going to 5, and I don't know why. Why are the flaps always going back to 5? Yeah, maybe that's the reason. Flaps none. Done. Okay, so that should fix that. Let's go flaps up. Yeah, poor fish. Right. So flight configuration. Not resume. Let's go flight. Let's go failures. There's failures, edit failures. Fix all systems. All right, done. Apply changes. So, alt hold. Let's go alt hold. Let's go heading. Now heading north is fairly good. So heading north. Okay, heading north. Let's go heading. I'll just hold on. Heading select. Here's heading select. Okay, so pitch roll. That's just a flight director. Hey Adrian, yeah, hold on. So to use the FMC, you need to set the switch to GPS and then active heading. Ah, that was it. Yeah. You are correct. Let's go direct to... Let's go 7. Okay. Right, and then we have heading select. That was it. Yeah. Okay, direct 2. Let's try 8. Hang on. Yeah. So let's go range direct to Taboom. Okay, so now it should follow the flight plan routing. Okay. We are getting there. We are getting there. It's so counterintuitive because for me it was like, you know, switching that to GPS and then go VUR lock, right? But no, you have to use the heading select. It is kind of a weird combination. Now also, I don't know if the engines are that sensitive. Apparently they are. So once you're airborne, literally like, you know, 1500 feet, you have to go EPR, I don't know, 1.85 or 1.9 maybe. Yeah, so we're going to continue climb. Let's try that. So let's go level 200. And we are going to use that off. And then Gus says going to climb power 90% in 1. Okay. I guess maybe then it was a bit tight. Right, so hang on. Alt hold on. So that again, look. So it literally, you have to use Alt hold on to use the pitch marker. Or what? Is it me, or has this so many things changed here on this aircraft since the previous versions? Enable assistant mode. Yeah, I see that the flight director is only like advisor, not really the same. There we go. So here's assisted now. Okay, assisted. Oh, you're right. Yeah, thanks. So now we have IAS. Okay, well, I've got to be careful now because I need to match the speed bug, don't I? mean, I'm quite happy with the climb rate. It looks okay to me. So then we switch this to IAS. So now it keeps the... Okay, that's easier. I agree. Yeah, thanks, Bruno. Okay. Good. That was a lot of work. Right. Tables. Performance. Procedure. Manual. So do we have performance tables? Oh yeah, ULAS, absolutely. Yeah. So the classics, they had, you know, prime flight display, nav display. It's a bit weird though, because the prime flight display was on top of the nav display. It's kind of like a weird layout. Right, somebody was saying performance documents. I'm looking through the folder there, and maneuvers. The original one wouldn't have the selectors. Yeah, that's what got me confused. That's why I was looking for the IAS, and thanks to Bruno who said it's an option here in the under options. Here, I would have never found that, unless of course I read the manuals. But I thought, you know, I've flown the 737. Was it version 3 or version 2? I've flown them so many times that I thought. Yeah, we had an engine failure or engine fire. We had to switch off the engine number 2. But we cleared the fault and restarted the engine. But I guess that killed the attitude. Oh, hang on. That should be on as well, of course. We'll see. Maybe that will fix itself in a second, yeah. Yeah. Cool. So, let's have a look here. Climb, flaps up. Good. And then, V2 plus 15. Here I don't find anything regarding power settings. Yeah, but good. Okay, so again, it's just user error. And like I said, I've flown this so many times before, but yeah, there have been some great changes, especially in the previous versions. We never used the FMS, right? We only went VOR to VOR. The problem is these days, especially in Germany, yeah, you can't really fly VOR to VOR anymore, especially on VATSIM. So that's why I went with the FMS version here. But that combination with GPS and then using the heading select, that is something I would have not seen coming. So the other way to do it would then, you say, Yeah, but how would you use control with steering in this case? So if you put that to off. Ah, okay, so just pull gently on the yoke. Ah. Okay. That's also interesting. Hey, Drehstuhlpilot, hello. Okay, out alert. Okay, let's continue climb. I'm not sure if we're... let's go 30,000 feet. I think we're going to stay at 30,000 today. Let's... yeah, it is a different view. Right? The engines are small, yeah. Can put this back to auto. Cabin is climbing. Differential pressure is good, so that's all fine. That can go off as well. Good. So we try to remember, once you have lifted off, let's say 1,000 feet or 1,500 feet above the ground, you need to pull back on the thrust. Make sure you stay within limitations. Right, left turn. As planned, that's good. Going towards Ottoman. That's working. Oh. Hey, Winky. Yeah. Yeah, low ignition and flight ignitions. So, I guess for the engine anti-ice, you would either set low ignition or flight ignition. Probably flight ignition, and maybe for the approach, low ignition. But again, somebody would tell me, somebody would tell me, read the manual. Which would be correct, but I mean... Still have not found anything regarding like cruise tables, power settings, that sort of stuff. Now you should, don't get me wrong, you should read the manual, right? But like I said, I had the arrogance to think that because I flew the aircraft many times before in the previous version, I thought I would be okay. I would manage. Right, maintenance. Oh yeah, it would be cool to have that in Microsoft as well, yeah. But I was just about to say at the beginning, after taking off, I said, I remember the time, and I think we even on Pilot Edge, Yeah, we had the same issue where we didn't adjust the climb thrust properly, and we got engine fire on both engines, and both engines died. And then we did a return glide approach. I think we actually made it glide approach back onto the runway, but yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, but you say FCOM. Look, this is the manuals that I have with the FlyJSim, right? Where does it say FCOM? It doesn't say FCOM anywhere. So you have to tell me which of these manuals you are referring to. And I don't have an original 737-200 FCOM, I'm afraid, so I can only work with what I have. You're talking about the real thing, yeah, well, it's great. I don't have the real FCOM, I'm afraid, so I don't have those values. And that's why I'm looking for the manuals to have a look if there's any mention about power settings. Right. Oh yeah. I remember that as well now, of course. Yeah, we have a checklist system here as well. Yeah. Okay. Now we're getting closer. Now we are getting closer. Look at this. So, N1, round about 97%. And then climb N1, 92%. Alright, so here's the N1. So we can still add a bit of climb power now. I'm just so afraid getting engine fire again. So let's keep that below 90, okay? Just a tad below 90, okay? Flaps up at 200 knots, level 200. Okay, there we go. And then descent approach. Cool. All right, now we're getting there. Yeah, J-foot, exactly. Now I found it as well. So I guess we've switched over. Oh, we're still. No, we indicated airspeed. Okay. Oh, nice. Because so this was on your father, operator for the 732. He was. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, so on low level, a climb power around 90%. Okay, I need to get into my head because I appreciate all the inputs, Gus. Thank you so much. Buffer level 300, about 94%. Okay, buffer level 300. Thank you so much. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, with those values, we can work. We can definitely work with these values. Excellent. Yeah, we're coming close now to the conversion altitude. So where we switched from indicated to Mach number. So it's completely natural at a certain altitude around, let's say, 28,000 feet. It's natural that the indicated airspeed continues to drop while the Mach number remains the same. No, Mr. Gamer, it's fine. Again, it's just one of those things. It is advisable to read the manuals before you fly. Hey, Tay West. Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, fuel flow with the fuel. So the cruise number or cruise power with the fuel flow. Yeah. So 2,600 pounds per hour. That's about what? 1,200 kilograms per hour. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we'll try that. So we're gonna level off in 1,000 feet. There we go. Now I'm just wondering. It does not capture automatically, does it? So we have to kind of go off initially now. So I'm just use control wheel steering to slowly do the level off, and then I'll select Alt Hold here on the autopilot panel. And then make sure we reduce the power as well. So fuel flow now is 1250. So we can try 1200 fuel flow. Let's see where that takes us with the cruise speed. The EPA would be way higher at 2.3 due to ram pressures. Okay. Right, let's go. Alt hold. 30,000. We have about 1,200 kilograms per engine of fuel flow. Right. There we go now. I think they should be. So Gus, can you read the... Oh, hang on. Let's see if everything works correctly here. Oh yeah, hang on. Give me a second. Gus, you know Tail West, of course. He sends his regards. Let me just restart my chat bot, make sure that we are able to get the messages across both sides. Restream chat. Right, coming up. Yeah, so now it should work, Tail West. It should hopefully work. Okay. In the meantime. Okay, so we have to slow down a bit. So above 0.76 there will be buffeting. Yeah. Okay, then let's slow down a bit. Let's yeah. There we go. Okay, Fischkopf, Dankeschön für die Information, ja. So Gus, yeah, you should be able to see the message from Tail West, right? Thank you so much, Ulas, for the feedback. Yeah. Cool. Right, I'm gonna set the Alster or Hamburg VOR so that we can work out our descent point. Now, this is something I'm wondering about as well. Look, so we got 75-ish, 76% N1. So well below 1,000 kilograms. Look at the speed. This just doesn't seem right to me regarding, you know, pitch and power values here. I mean, I may be wrong. Maybe these are correct values, right? Maybe it can fly this fast at 75, 78% N1. I don't know. But it just feels a bit strange. Yeah, that's what I feel as well, right? You're Max now. I have a feeling the same, that the drag model isn't quite correctly set here, but again, it's just a feeling. I'm not the expert here. Good. Where's my navigraph gone? Navigraph? Charts. Jack has mentioned the low drag on the model. Okay. What, intentionally or unintentionally? It will. Okay, will be corrected. Thank you. Thank you so much for the information. Perfect. Good. Let me go and fix or fetch the VOR settings here. So we're going to take the runway 23. And I'm going to dial in Hamburg 13.1. Yeah, let's do that here. 13.1. And Alster 15.8. So that we get some values regarding DME distances. So here's DME 2, which we don't receive just yet. And DME 1 also not receiving just yet. But I would say we are receiving the VOR. At least the radio. Okay, thanks, Subsonic. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean the 737. Yeah, normal speed. So the classics would be like 0.76 or 0.75 or something. Taylor West, yeah, I didn't reduce the engine power quickly enough after lift or after takeoff. So I was running at 2.1, well, maybe 210, 2.10 EPR. But yeah, you have to get it back to, you know, like within 5 minutes, let's say. You have to get it back to about 92% or lower, 90%. Yeah. And so, yeah, we just got a fire indication. Next time, I'll know. But I was so concentrating on the nav mode, I couldn't quite understand why it wouldn't capture the nav track. And I thought it was enough to go GPS and then VOR lock mode. But no, you need to have heading select active, which is kind of counterintuitive what you normally have. Oh yeah, there we go, 61 miles. We have to descend. So I'm going to go down level 100. And we will do this off. And I'm going to push on the yoke. Control the steering. Reduce the thrust. And then we will get around about 2,000 feet per minute, ready to descend. Ground speed about 400 knots. Yeah, so we need a good 2,000 feet per minute for a 3-degree profile down. So 2,000 feet per minute. Although here it says 11,000 more go. Right, let's go down 110. And then the problem, yeah, maybe FlyJSim has a different possibility regarding the data refs, but we know that Tolis has stopped publishing the data refs, or we can't get connected anymore, which is a shame. Right, so Nolgo. Yeah, between 110 and 4,000. Yikes. We've got to get speed brakes out. Yep, down we go. Oh, they're very effective. Interesting. No, I started on the 3, 4, and 500. I was on the list to get the 200 rating, but they phased out the 200 too quickly. Right, let's go orbit medium. Let's do a recall check here. Air conditioning. Okay, air conditioning. Oh yeah, because we didn't quite reach 330. Alright, so 100 feet is good for the approach. And then we're going to get the V card out for landing. We'll use flaps 30, VREF 134, so we'll set the bucks for that. So that is good. Right now, 30, yeah, we're slowly getting there. I think we can reach Nolgo 11,000, or level 110. Optimistic we can. Good. So we're weighing 46.5. Good. And we'll use orbit medium. So let's read a checklist. Let's go with the descent checklist. Landing altitude 100 feet is set. The recall was checked. Auto brake is medium. The ref 134. And then the minimums. The minimums. Let's say 200 feet radial altimeter. And approach briefing. So we're going to fly the ILS 23 out of 3000. From the ILS, DIMI 9.3, 3 degree down. Minimums is 270 feet. So 220 feet radial altimeter. Missed approach, straight out 5.5 from Alf, and then left turn back to Hamburg. We are climbing 4,000. So let's go 20 miles, 15, yeah, we're getting there. Okay, so we're going to continue descent level 70. Quick descent 70. No, I think they will fix this in time. So here we're going to go back to 50 knot speed. And can't see Hamburg just yet, but all good. I guess somewhere. Hang on. Performance, flight plan. It has VNAV function as well. Ground speed. Yeah, but we're right. I mean, we've got 25 miles to Hamburg and 23 miles to the field. And here's Nolgo between 11 and 4. So we've got that. And then we go, yeah. We'll descend quickly. We try to get the base turn quickly. So So I'm going to pre-dial the ILS 11.3. Actually, we'll activate that 11.3. And the course. Oh, that's still on GPS, so that's why we can't pre-select the course yet. Okay. Right, careful with the speed. Speed brakes back in. Let's slow down to 50 knots. Power is idle. Now, where's my background lighting? Ah, there we go. Nice. Lights. That looks better. And let's go down to 4,000 feet on the altimeter. Can somebody please type an exclamation mark Echo Delta Delta Hotel to get the Q&H, please. Thank you much, Bruno. 1014. Thank you. So 1014 is set. Set. Fantastic. All right, Hamburg. Beautiful. Just need to get control steering back a bit. How does it fly? Hand flying is nice. The only thing really that's still a bit off is the power settings. So the engines just seem to be either too powerful or the drag model. But they did acknowledge, and so that has to be fixed. But otherwise, I like it. Right. We've got plus 14 degrees, so no need for engine anti-ice. But we will put the lights on. Low ignition is fine. Seatbelts come on again. And yeah, approach altimeter is 1014 at 7,280. Looking good. What I will do is once I'm outbound past let's say past Delta Hotel 610, I'm gonna put this in heading select and then I'll dial in the ILS. And there we go, now we turn right, all good. It's a bit of wind from the, we have a wind indication there as well, so it's a bit from the left. So we continue to slow down, let's go to 10. Captain Chaos, hello. You flew one few times from Bournemouth to Faro many years ago. IRL on the sim. IRL, nice. Yeah, I've flown as a passenger many times, even on the jump seat. So actually, I had the pleasure to fly with let me see, 4,000. Shall we go? Let's see. All right, let's go ahead in quickly. Yeah, so I had the pleasure of flying with Jürgen Raps. He was the pilot in command, Bremen to Frankfurt, and I was allowed to sit on the jump seat there. So that's a great memory. 4,000. Okay, let's go heading. Let's try that. So let's go nav mode. And then we go heading select. Okay, so it's flying heading, fantastic. And now let's dial in the ILS with the course. So inbound should be 226. 226. We'll do that on both sides. 226. 226. And we'll pre-dial 11.3 here as well. Right. Let's go down 3,000. And we are 12 miles out, which is good, which means we can go left now for base turn. Yeah, 1,000 feet copied. Glide slope indicating. Localizer indicating. Very nice. Let's get flaps to 1. Set the buck here already at 141. How can you monitor your vertical deviation? In what regard? So you try to figure out somewhere in the approach a window at what altitude and what speed you want to fly through. And then from that window, it's 3 miles per 1,000 feet descent in idle power. Here comes flaps 5. Closing in on the localizer. And now let's go view our lock, nav lock armed. And so now we're back in basic modes. It's no longer flying any nav routing. It is simply flying, heading, track, etc. Try and go 170 knots. So here we go. Nav lock is captured. Good. Put these on already. There's the runway. Fantastic. Let's go flaps 10. And let's do approach. So we have the glide slope armed. That looks good. Speed is coming back nicely. A lot of wind from the right, it seems, still. 20 or 30 knots? 20 knots from the right. Uh-oh. Ground says 280 at 8. So a bit of crosswind on the ground as well. Oh, interesting. Interesting to see how it flies manually later on. Glide slope is alive. UFO's Officer Wolf. Yeah, he says it says FO waiting. I have no idea what's going on there. Let's get the gear down. Flaps 15. Glide slope captured. Gonna put 4,000 for the missed approach. Yep, on the glide slope. Flaps 25. Right, there's a click spot for the stabilizer. There we go. Speed brakes armed. What's it? Speed brakes. And flaps 30. Landing checklist. We have engine start switches low ignition. Speed brakes armed, grenade. Gears down 3 green. Flaps are 30. Green light. Good, let's try this. Autopilot is off. Let's get the flight direct for approach. Let's see if that helps us. Not really. Let's go flight direct off. Alright. Let's try to get my scan in the correct order. So just slightly low. Let's correct that. Add a bit of power. Trim the aircraft. Wind seems to die down as we speak. Oh, still 20 knots, it says. Okay, disregard. Let's see. So Gus says, my father used to say, is fly to the ground, power off about 10 feet. Usually would result in too much pitch and delay of reverse thrust. Okay. So 10 feet, power idle. Is that what you're saying? Flaps 30, 65, 2.5 degrees, 3 degrees. Okay. I have about 60... Yeah, around 62% N1, flaps 30 right now, which would be okay, wouldn't it? Yeah, but the pitch is low though, isn't it? Pitch is almost like 0. But hand flies nicely. Yeah, 1,000 is checked. I like it. This is what the Airbus pilots call raw data. That's where Airbus pilots start to sweat. No flight director. Just pure indications localizer. Light slope. No tray table either. Right, cool. Let's see how this thing flares. Let's check. It's on speed. Looking good. A little low. Correcting. Add a bit of power. Bit of trim. Continue.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Right, speed brakes up. Reverse, I don't think it's working yet. So I don't think I have that mapped. Brakes medium, deceleration is good, so we'll leave the medium orbit in. Right. Here comes manual brakes, auto brake disarmed.
Now that's how pros do it.
Well, apart from the takeoff, apologies for that. Yeah, nice, the flare's nice. It's just really, I just did the brake a bit high, but the rest was nice. It felt like you know, you could nicely hold back the nose drop. Yeah, nice. I like it. So so the only thing I have to do is read up a bit on the procedures regarding strobes off. Oh, nice 747s here. Beautiful. Strobe lights are off. Let's get the APU running. The nose strut is extended too high. Okay, should be around 1 to 2 degrees nose down. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Gus, by any means, if you can, please give the feedback to the developer. Yeah, and performance here is nice. 50 FPS, nice and smooth. So it's just the Frankfurt scenery that's a bit of a mess. Hey, Enzo, yeah, just takeoff. So Avimar, the takeoff is like this. Right, it's literally, it was boring. There's no need to replay that. No need to rewatch that. Just like, you know, from the cruise level, that was the entertaining thing. The takeoff was boring. Nothing to see. Trust me. Right. Yeah, but again, this is a nice add-on. I've always loved flying the FlyJSim 727.
From me to you.
Captain
Enjoy
Chaos.
the gift
Thank you
itself.
so much for that. You guys have been so nice again today. Thank you so much. Captain Chaos coming in at 5 gifted. Those nice. Denton, Krista, Jim Brow, and also Specialized Edit. Say a big thank you to Captain Chaos for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, sorry I had to log off on VATSIM because I was a mess on takeoff there with the engine fire and not following nav mode. So my bad, I apologize. Next time, hopefully I'll remember to put this to GPS and heading select. And then we should be good. Yeah, I mean, and how was your flight, MAN? I hope you had a great flight. Oh, hey, I'm just wondering, like, who's, you know, what button bind do I have for the lights now? That's the first officer. So my virtual first officer is doing the lights here. That is funny. Hey, Denton. Yeah, no, all good. My appreciation, definitely. Right, he's on ground. And then we will go here. I'm going to park, yeah, some over there. Yeah, so Denton, yeah, exactly. Big thank you to Captain Chaos. And let me give a round of applause for that. Thank you so much, Captain Chaos, once again. Very, very kind. Guys, yeah. So the next stream will be somewhere in the region 25th, 26th of June. I'm going to be on holiday until then. And I'm sure there's going to be lots of stuff happening again in the FlightSim world. There'll be lots of things to do. Thank you so much, MAN. Yeah, Avima, who knows? We'll see what the FlightSim world brings us. Let's have a look. Let's just go a little bit further. Avima, thank you. Dankeschön. Mark, thank you so much. Lisa, dankeschön as well. Right, APU is now on bus. We have engines off. Dome light. Ooh. Dim? Yeah, that's fine. Dim is better. Good. So let's go. Fuel pumps. Then we have seatbelts off. These are off. And we'll leave the hydraulic as is. APU bleed on. That's good. That's good. So the first officer has done a couple of items for me, which is nice. Transponder. And let's read the shutdown. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat off. Hydraulic panel is set. Flaps are up. We have park brake set. Engine start that was cut off. Weather radar was off all the time. Nate, thank you so much as well. And Captain Chaos, thank you. Yeah, Feyman, yeah. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Weather's going to be nice. I look forward to... We've already rented some bikes. So I'm looking forward to lots of biking, lots of exercise, and good food, obviously. Nice. Big thank you once again for the awesome support today, guys. Thank you so much. And as always, my moderators, thank you so much for being here and helping out. And on Discord as well. Yeah, today was a bit weird. Some strange things happening there. Yesterday as well, I think there was a couple of weird posts. Yeah, so we try our best. Taylor West, greetings to you. Wishing you all the best. Hopefully peace will come back again in the Middle East. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you soon. I will miss you for sure. I'll see you soon. And then I'll say goodbye. Until then, happy landings, as always. Good night, everyone.